Hello, my gem babies. How are you all doing? Welcome, Gemini. Welcome, Gemini. Oh, two cards went right out flying there for you, so I'm going to give them right there. All right. So this week we are doing something a little bit different in our reading. So, if for those of you that follow my channel, you will know that that last week it was all about what is the energy that how do you contribute to to whatever experience is happening in your life. This week, it is what I think might be one of your favorite topics. What do you, as Gemini, want other people to know about you? Okay, so I literally saved, if I may say so, the best for last. Okay, so I've done everybody else's reading, and this is the last one I'm doing, and I put on some bling for you guys. Okay, I put on my bracelets that I make. I didn't put it on for any of the other readings, so if you want to, you can go look at all the other ones. I didn't put it on for them. I only put it on for you. All right, because you're my gem babies. Righty. So, sorry, I think I shook the camera there. I got a little bit excited. Sorry about the banging there at the back. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Adrian. I'm a psychic medium, holistic wellness practitioner, and this is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, And in this case, for all the crosswatchers that are interested in the very, very interesting and, always fascinating sign of Gemini. I'm a Cancerian, but I'm quite excited about Gemini. I love my Geminis, and I've got quite a bit of Gemini in my chart as well. So for any of you that understand astrology, I have got my sun is in Cancer, which means my zodiac sign is Cancer. My moon is in Aquarius, and then I've got a lot of Gemini going on. So let's just say my life is never boring. Okay, so if it resonates with you, subscribe to the channel. I've got a reading coming out for you every week. Or if you want to have a personal detailed reading, you're also more than welcome to order that. It's still on special, $12 for 30 minutes downloadable reading. For my South Africans, that is 150 rands. Okay. Follow me on Facebook, subscribe to my Instagram channel, all the links are down below. Okay, so you've got two cards coming out. You're the only sign, maybe it's because I'm wearing so many crystals, you're the only sign that I've got two oracle cards, two crystal oracle cards coming out, and I love crystals. So one is pink tourmaline, forgiveness. So Gemini wants to let you go that they've let the past go. I've been watching this Gemini journey, and I've been finding it very interesting. You've let go of the things that weren't serving you best. You've forgiven, you worked through the pain, you've forgiven yourself, they've accepted themselves. The Geminis really, you see how one-on-one I am with the Geminis. I'm like you, when it's actually them, because this is more like third party. But of course, if you're Gemini, and it resonates with you, you can always like the video or leave some comments and let me know where you're at. But there's a lot that Gemini has let go of. Obviously, with Gemini being the zodiac twins, the two sides, there is a lot that that people can sometimes sort of trip on when it comes to a Gemini. And sometimes, honestly, they give you a lot to trip about. It's just true. But of course, every coin has got two sides, and I feel that for a lot of Gemini, they've kind of realized now how this one side of the coin doesn't work, and they kind of flipped it over. So they're sort of like in a flow that benefits them more, that works for everybody more, and look at what is this crystal coming out here, ruby, shine. Okay, they are ready to shine. They are ready to step into their abundance. They are ready to just shine, shining bright like a diamond or a beautifully polished ruby. Okay. All right, let's see what Gemini wants you to know, beautiful people. What do they want you to know? Okay. And if you want somebody else to kind of get this message, then maybe just share this reading on like your own social media, or you kind of let them know what's happening. Okay, so let's see. So what brought them to where they are, and overall energy of the reading. They're very interested in being the best version of themselves right now. Sometimes Geminis can be a little bit self-destructive. They can sometimes do things that is really just not in their best interest. And many of them, they sort of flip that coin. They're not there anymore. Okay, they've been hurt a lot, but they're out of that. So overall, any of the energy of the reading, it is the Two of Swords. They want to move forward, they're happy to move forward, but they want to do so peacefully. You may actually find, so if watching the sign of Gemini, something that might surprise you, even if it's close friends or even in a relationship, they may be at that space where they're taking a bit more time than they may have done before. They don't just jump on the impulsive train. They'll be like, okay, let me just consider that a little bit and I'll get back to you. Okay? Yeah. They stepped away from some things. They realized that they've made a lot of mistakes. I mean, they've made a lot of mistakes, and they've realized that this jumping on the train thing is not always in their best interest. So they're taking time to decide, they're taking time to think, they're taking time to make up their mind. All right? Good. Very good. So what brought this about? The Two of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. They're in love with someone. They kind of go, I feel that for a lot of you, you kind of have your eye on someone, and maybe that didn't work out, maybe you grew apart, they let you go, you let them go, but I feel that for some of you, you sort of realized that you were a bit of the, the monkey wrench in the toolbox there. And so you kind of needed to decide. You kind of needed to make up your mind, is it going to be this way or that way? How do they see their life going forward? And that vision of how they see their life going forward, that made them realize what it is that they need to do, what their priorities are. And so they started working on themselves. And I feel that somewhere along the line of starting to work on themselves, they actually realized that this working on me thing is very good. So, and I mean, sometimes people come around and, the people that teach us the most difficult lessons are often the people that break our hearts. So it may have started off where they were thinking like, so let's imagine, for example, you had something like with me, okay? And you'll be like, so Adrian let me go. Adrian cut me off, okay? But why? And so it might have got you thinking a little. I saw that my Geminis were taking some time a little bit out there for a while. Sort of got you thinking. And initially, you may have kind of used that other person, how they maybe approach life sometimes, kind of use that sort of a bit like a GPS sort of map, like a guide. But then along the way, it became what it's supposed to be about. All the way it became about you. Okay? Because then going forward, there's the Chariot, which is the Cancer card, and interesting enough, I am a Cancer. So there's the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So, it became very much about you. You needed to find that heart space, or the Gemini needed to find that heart space. They found that heart space. They realized what's not in their best interest. I feel that, you're kind of in that space where you might have slightly started to slip just a little bit back into that previous space that may not have been to your best, advantage. You found the balance. You put in the work. You found the balance. I feel a lot of creative expression over here. So you sort of really found you found your passion. You started to do the groundwork, and then things started to get a little bit blur, you went into that boredom space a little bit. Maybe something of the past was kind of like presented to you again. So you kind of slightly went back into that rut space again, but then you realize, no. Gotta keep my eye on the money. Gotta keep my eye on the ball. All right. So it's like, no, not for me. So going forward, the Three of Wands and the Star, beautiful, and the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So let's look at this past situation. Let's start with the Two of Wands, because it feels like almost like you needed to make a choice there, some emotional decision, and it's like you had to make the choice on your own. Okay, so let's see my gem babies, my zodiac twins, my nunus. Nunus is a South African kind of like word. It's like an endearing term. The Four of Cups, the Chariot, and the Devil. Also, thank you so much for all of you that are letting me into your lives on your phones, on your laptops, on your TVs, you know, your computers. That means a lot to me. So, you see, there was that previous situation. That's what we were talking about here in this present situation that was sort of coming back. Called you to that balance. So you may have gone through, or they may have gone through a bit of a period there, hurt, pain, frustration, you know, realizing how they sort of, you know, brought the situation about. So they saw their own debt in sort of like, you know, whatever value came out, and said, okay, I must step away from this. And they did beautiful. All right, the Star, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Gemini did their homework. Where did they go wrong? What did they do wrong? Where did they make the mistakes? Where did they mess up? And they got themselves back on track. They got themselves on track there with the, you know, the Ace of Wands. They did the work on themselves. They did the inner work. Okay? Probably a very lonely journey that was there, but yeah. So, Four of Swords, Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Got into their power, realized where they stuck, did the work. So things started to line up, things started to work out, okay? Things were starting to go good. What is this Chariot energy that is presenting itself twice? Things started to go well, things started to go good. And Gemini was placing attention on themselves, you know. You weren't too worried about the haters. And yeah, the offers came in, you know, the beauty came in, the manifestation came in. Things were in balance, things were beautiful. Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and the Five of Wands. Things were good, but there was something at the back of their mind that kept them tripping. Okay, so let's look at this Eight of Pentacles. Look at this Eight of Pentacles with the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Started something new, some previous patterns sort of started to come in there, but then I also felt that they stepped away from that. Let's actually look at this Eight of Pentacles and this Four of Cups on its own first. And then we move on, okay? Where Gemini is currently at. Gemini just wanna be happy. Gems just want to have fun, but not at the cost of themselves. Okay. Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so they kind of brought it back to basics. You see, it's like they got a little bit bored maybe, or a little bit frustrated. So we're doing well. We're there. A little bit of a hurdle in the road maybe. Things didn't quite go 100% the way they maybe wanted it to. Or, you know, things got a bit suburban, you know. Got a bit bleh. Got a little bored. Fell a little bit in love there, it seems. Someone. But then they're like, no. No. Let's hold our horses. Let's hold the card. Let's not get all crazy now. Yeah. Yep. Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. You got back on the money. Yeah. I feel for Gemini at the moment, or whenever you really look at this, because the reading's timeless, you're seeing it when you're meant to see it. And this is what they want you to know. They want to be happier. They want to be able to be themselves more and more. They want to be able to be themselves initially if they're going to be with you. Okay? And they want to, because the thing about Gemini is they're not going to unleash all their crazy on you right away, because it's going to be a bit much. It's going to be a bit much, all right? So they're not going to unleash all their crazy on you right away. They're going to give you a good dose. They're going to see, are you going to run? And if you stay, they're going to give you another dollop. If you stay, they're going to give you another dollop. And I feel that you're going to be able, that you're actually going to like that, all right? So they may just realize that, you know, maybe, you know, I need to keep this one staying. Because what Gemini can do sometimes is, you know, they can, and please, if you Gemini, don't trip on me now, it's just honest truth. Just explaining to people who you are. They can sometimes create little situations that cause problems for themselves. And they're like, what have I done? You know what you did. You know what you did last summer. Or winter, spring, autumn, or fall. Autumn and fall is obviously the same thing. So it's almost like they want to go for it and they're concerned about it. So it's almost like they want to go for it, boom. But they're also worried, like, what if it doesn't work? You know, they're actually worried about rejection. Okay? The Two of Pentacles in reverse is clarified there by the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Gemini is really coming to their shine, into their moment. What's happening going forward? Because now, yeah, with the Three of Wands, things are actually looking quite favorable for Gemini. Look at this. Two of Cups and Ace of Pentacles falling right out. Personal life balancing, money balancing. Look at you, Gemini. Getting there, hey? Getting there, getting there, getting there. What do we got here with the Star for Gemini? Okay, so the High Priestess a little bit on the side there. What is this? The Nine of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Okay. So Gemini's got, there's still, you know, there's still the scars, the emotion. So even if you're with someone else, there's new love coming in there. This could even be a friend, but there's a beautiful new person coming in there with this high energy there of the High Priestess. That sort of make them see how they can see themselves in a different light. Builds their confidence. Now, Gems are very beautiful. They're very sensitive. People think Geminis don't care. They're beautiful. You know, think of a Gemini as a rose. Just because it's got thorns doesn't mean it's not delicate. Don't we all have roses? Queen of Wands, clarified by the Temperance, the Magician, and the Swords. The Page of Swords. Loving themselves, wonderful things coming on, building a new life, but still, you know, that down low type of self-sabotaging thing, testing thing, you still going on there. So if they sometimes flip, know that they're probably just testing you. Can you handle that crazy? Can you handle their shine? Yep. So last card there, Ace of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Tower. Gemini's moving into a space where they know exactly what they want to have, and if you're going to play with their heart, they're going to cut you off. Okay. Alrighty, so thank you so much. Have yourself a beautiful week. If the video resonates with you, like it, send me a comment, let me know what's up, whether you're a Gemini or Crosswatcher. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, you're more than welcome to order one with me. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next week. Love and light.